Freemasonry is one of the oldest organisations from the oldest fraternities in the world. In Yorkshire, Masonry is particularly strong and stretches back more than 200 years. You are now about to witness a typical Masonic ceremony. You're seeing a glimpse into the world of Freemasonry.
Throughout my life, I've always kind of belonged to sort of different groups and clubs, and as a man growing up, I just kind of felt as though I needed something a bit more in my life.
I've always had a fascination with history, music, esotericism, and so it was a perfect match, really.
The traditional aspects of Freemasonry particularly appeal. It's shrouded in mystery. Who knows where it really came from?
Freemasonry is full of tradition and ritual. This is an example of a Masonic lodge meeting at a Masonic hall in Leeds. These meetings take place in Masonic halls that are called lodges and feature all around Yorkshire and the UK.
I was serving in the army out in Belgium. And I spoke to one of my colleagues who was a Freemason, who invited me to join, and I'd always been interested in Freemasonry, so I joined with a lot of my colleagues within the NATO forces.
I've always been a joiner, and I was in Mexico City at the time, and I came across some regalia, and it just sparked an interest.
Actually, I am a fifth generation Freemason. Just seeing my father and my grandfather, how they had pristine moral compass and just great men, that make me think there's definitely a role of Freemasonry.
I really attached to the social side of things, the community and the involvement with other people and being part of something that was a little bit bigger than me.
West Yorkshire Province is a geographical area which includes South Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, parts of East Yorkshire and parts of North Yorkshire. Within it, there are 182 lodges and roughly 5,000 members. Freemasons are made of men from all walks of life, and they are in Yorkshire. Masonic meetings are normally followed by a formal dinner, which we call the festive board, and it's time for the members to have dinner together and enjoy each other's company. Following the meal, certain toasts are given and responses made, an opportunity for visitors to comment on the ceremony and the hospitality. Often, there's a raffle to raise money for a local charity. It is a social event for all to enjoy. Freemasons celebrate 4 core values in their private and public lives. Integrity. Rather than working on buildings like the Masons of old, today's Freemasons focus on building themselves as people of integrity, and membership provides the structure to help achieve that goal.
It's the oldest self-improvement organisation that I've ever heard of, and as we are all driven to improve ourselves, well I am, it's something that especially helps to understand yourself, to understand others around you, and actually work with other people with that love and harmony that we all should.
Friendship. One of the oldest social organisations in the world. Freemasonry is not defined by an ideology. It is open to people from all religions and provides the common foundation for friendships between members, many of which will last for life.
I've been visiting our lodge for a few years before I actually became a Freemason. At the time I couldn't join directly because I was looking after my grandparent. When she sadly passed away, then I took that step to join Freemasonry, which in itself helped me to get over certain issues, and I think that is one of the strengths in Freemason. You've got a band of brothers there who will help you through the difficult times as well as enjoy the fun times as well.
Respect. With a membership of more than 200,000 people drawn from communities across the UK, Freemasonry brings people together irrespective of their race, religion, or any other perceived differences that can divide us as a society.
I think it's the brotherhood, the social interaction, the social conscience that Freemasonry has, the charitable side that it projects, as well as what it delivers practically within communities as well.
Charity. Kindness and charitable giving are deeply ingrained within the principles of Freemasonry. The organisation provides a support structure that helps members make positive contributions to communities and worthwhile causes through fundraising events or volunteer work. In Yorkshire, we have regularly supported the Yorkshire Air Ambulance and have funded 3 blood bikes.
Masonry has helped us tremendously. For example, this was donated by a fellow Mason. We were coming to the point where our older bikes, because they do a lot of miles, were getting towards the end of their serviceable use for us. Masonry stepped in and bought brand new bikes for us.
When joining Freemasonry, you may choose to join lodges which were formed for members with specific interests, such as scouting, country pursuits, rugby, or golf. Many of our newest lodges have started from Masons with a shared activity, deciding to form a lodge to combine their interest. Here, we have a group known as Widows' Sons. This is a group of motorcyclists who have 2 things in common: the love of the open road and Freemasonry, and this is what bonds them together.
When I was first initiated and suddenly realising who else was there that I knew, I never knew they were Masons, and there were people I hadn't seen for years.
I think it's made me more understanding and tolerant of people. My first experience of tolerance was leaving home in Yorkshire and travelling down to Portsmouth and joining the Royal Navy. But Freemasonry is an additional extension to that.
I think by living by the values and believing the values and the ethics of Freemasonry, brotherly love and truth, and just being fair with everybody, being fair and equal. I think that's one of the main things for me.
You have now seen some of the things that we do, but more importantly, the type of men that we are. To become a member of our wonderful organisation, you will experience friendship, caring, and a wonderful life experience for those who prize honour and virtue above the external advantages of rank and fortune. You can contact us through our website, and you'll find us on social media, and we look forward to welcoming you into our lodges.